Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to bring you with me through the process of finishing projects. I have like a bunch of projects that I need to finish, but for the sake of the video I just choose two because otherwise I'm never going to be posting this video. So the two projects I chose is this little cardboard chapel that I'm currently rotating on my and the other project is this painting that I both started those like pretty much at the same time and like a couple months ago, and I completely just I'm not gonna say I gave up because I'm literally going to get back to it right now. I'm having a hard time finishing things, right? I always come to a point where I don't know what to do. I mean, for this one it's a little different, but for like usually for paintings and illustrations and stuff like this, I just come always to a point where I don't know. I know it's not finished, but I don't know what to do to make it finished, right? For this one, I basically stopped doing it because I had a problem with the sky, okay? I just didn't know how to do it. I just tried, what you're seeing right now is like layers and layers of paint of me trying to find the right way to do it, but it just didn't work. I had a couple months of thinking, so now I kind of know what I'm gonna do and how I'm gonna make this painting done, how I'm gonna finish it basically. And for this cardboard chapel, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to do the windows, and I have to kind of like make it look better in a sense. I don't know, there's so many elements that looks very cheap. This is my first time doing like a little cardboard thing. I thought, I would start with something simple, something small, and I saw this little chapel, which I think is in Germany. I thought, it's small, it's simple shapes and stuff. Why not doing this, Like, fuck it. Fuck it. And it looks pretty much, I think, the same. I will put like an image on the thing. I think it looks pretty similar. I have it on my screen right now. But again, it's not finished. I hope you're gonna like the video and I hope it's gonna motivate you to finish your project. To me, it's gonna be very motivating because I have to finish this video and I have to post it and stuff, so I have to finish this project now. Like, this is done, I put it in my mind. I'm giving myself a whole week to finish this. So we are basically the next day because I couldn't start yesterday, but we are gonna start with the painting because it's gonna be the longest, I think, and I'm kind of excited right now. I'm kind of in my painting era. So this is like my setup. It's not very aesthetic, but it works. And before anyone tells me this is pieces of aloe vera, it's not dangerous. This is where I put basically all of my stuff. So for this, we are gonna need some paint. This is my gouache, and this is my acrylic paint. That's all we're gonna need. We're gonna start with the dragon. I'm gonna repaint it in acrylic so it pops out more. I want it to be really black dark, but I want to keep the highlights and of course the ribs to show like it's kind of decaying. This is the paint I'm using. I just got it on Amazon, but I'm excited to try a technique that I saw to keep your acrylic paint wet. So you're gonna get yourself a plate, some tissues, gonna put it down, then you're gonna get yourself a piece of parchment paper, baking paper basically, and some water. You're gonna wet this bad boy, so make sure it's like wet basically. Okay, up, and then you're gonna put your parchment paper on top, and then you're gonna put your paint. So now normally this should stay wet and usable like forever, basically, from what I understood.
Hello everyone, look at that beautiful basket. I mentioned calendula in a film a few weeks ago it's had many names. It's called Mary's Gold, for example. It's called pot marigold. Don't confuse it with other marigolds such as African and French properties, but the main medicine is in the flower head. And if you look at a flower head, it really is like a
So you can see how the acrylic is so much more vibrant than the gouache. And I think it's gonna help the dragon pop out way more.
There were, back in the past, it was a very popular thing to put them into soups.
Okay, the dragon has been repainted and I think it's so much better. Now we can actually see it and it really pops out. I mean, we'll see when we do the rest, but now I think I will do the sky, then the mountain, then last the house. So for the sky, I think I'm gonna remove those eyes. I'm gonna try do the sky pretty much the same light tone than the ground. So basically those two are the same. So if we go with this one, I don't know actually. No, I think this one is better. Okay, I thought for like 5 minutes and I'm still not sure which one. I'm gonna ask my followers on Instagram. I'm gonna wait a little more for more answers because for now, like I only have 6 people that reply to. It's not a problem because I'm going to do the sky anyway because the sky doesn't change no matter the like thing. So I'm not sure what to do. I think I'm gonna go for like a twilight type of sky, you know, like not sunset, but just after. So it's gonna be more like blue tones and like cold, but with a little warmth. There's my cat. I don't know if you can see. Hello, mister. Okay, now he wants to go out. Typical, right? Okay, I know exactly what color I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it this really light purple because yesterday I was outside and it was really like about twilight time. The sky was so beautiful, like it wasn't orange anymore, it was really purple. I think I'm gonna try and do this. I don't know anything about mixing colors, so I'm just freestyling it. Okay, I think that's gonna be it for today. I actually didn't do anything, but I just added 2 more layers. Tomorrow I'm gonna continue with this sky. I can't believe I actually just did this and that today, but you know, small progress. I made myself a little tea and then I'm gonna play something, watch some YouTube video or film maybe, and we'll continue tomorrow. See ya! Little update of the morning. I mean, it's afternoon now, but I did a little bit of like a sort of gradient effect. I mean, I try. I think it's alright. I kind of like the textured sky because I'm gonna add some details like maybe some clouds, some stuff like this. And maybe I will add the eyes back, but that's a big maybe. I just found this little boy.
That make up the cultural. Begin my search for the weird and wonderful in our nation's capital at Lock & Co Hatmakers in St. James Street. I'm ontologist Jason, and together we descend into the enigmatic mystery of the Time Machine tomb. When one thinks of becoming a gentleman, presentation, manners, and appropriate attire are paramount to achieving that quintessential look.
This is like the best tool to dry your stuff faster. I'm really satisfied with the sky right now. It looks really messy, but because the mountains are not done and you know, there is no structure really. But the actual sky, I really like the texture. Like you can tell it's painted and stuff. It does make it look like stormy, and I think the gradient is okay. I'm just gonna add some clouds.
Longer than most people can actually imagine when they hear the number. In Japan, it became Ryugu no Tsuki. People remembered the legend, and researchers are still arguing about whether there's anything to it. See, for years, people got acquainted with the legend. Not anymore, however, and the true story might even be more mysterious than the legend. It swims the one species of fish, washed up on a beach in Hawaii.
I think the sky is officially done, and I think it's time to see the result on the poll I did on my Instagram. To be honest, now that I did the sky, I really think I should go for the first one. I should go for this one because I think it's gonna be way too hardcore if I do the mountain black. It's gonna be like insane. I'm still gonna look at the answers and see like if people are on the same page as me. Yay! Okay, I think we are doing the first one. I'm kind of happy. I mean, I would have done it anyway. Like, I'm not gonna let the world decide for me, but it's nice to see other people's opinion. It's good to ask for other people's advice. So the mountains are gonna stay light, and the house is gonna be dark, almost as dark as the dragon. And I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. We'll see.
Fish's main food sources produce their own bioluminescent glow. making the fish effectively invisible to both the prey it's approaching and the predators watching.
Okay, I'm gonna leave it to dry and then I'm gonna clean up a bit. So I went on a little foraging trip just to have a little rest because I just can't stay on my chair in front of my desk for like more than 2 hours. It's really hot. I'm just gonna hang out a little bit outside and I hope you like my t-shirt. To give you an idea of the vibe. I just had a little shower, I'm back home, and I made myself a very sweet matcha. So we stopped there. I started like doing the mountains. Yeah, I'm just gonna work on making them a little cleaner, make everything more sharp, more neat, and then add some detail. And then we will be almost done. We also have this to finish.
J'avais sur ce voilier un objet sur lequel m'accrocher pour être sûr que. Aujourd'hui, c'est des livres qui me touchent un peu moins. J'ai un peu fait le tour, j'avoue. Mais sur le moment, à 20 ans. Il m'a dit que ça reste masterclass. Hein. Ouais, masterclass. Il n'y a que toi qui vas décider de ta journée et en fait j'ai pris un énorme plaisir et genre vraiment je trouve ça tu vois. Mais en fait une fois que j'ai intégré ça dans ma tête et que je suis en train de rentrer chez moi et que je m'imagine qu'est-ce qui m'attend à la maison, c'est-à-dire un appartement propre, que j'ai la chance, mes boundaries, moi je sais que j'ai vraiment peur d'être seule. En fait, on prend ce temps, tu vois, et j'ai vraiment, mine de rien, tu vois, on a beau dire ouais Ruby t'es toujours en couple et tout, enfin moi j'ai l'impression d'avoir passé un peu de temps seule quand même. En tout cas, mentalement, genre rien d'avoir habité seule et tout. En fait, c'est pour ça que ça s'est terminé. Ouais, parce qu'à un moment, j'étais en mode non, tu vois, on apprend des trucs. Ou genre, de dire non à rien, bah ça va te paraître contre nature et aussi contre nature à tes proches de d'un coup donner tes limites. Alors c'est crucial. Totalement. Et petit à petit, genre les gens vont s'habituer en fait.
So we're on the third day now, and we made quite some progress. I think, if I'm not getting ahead of myself, we can finish this painting today. What needs to be done is like, I need to finish the mountains, like just add like a whiter top and just like, yeah. Then I need to do the house, and I think I had an idea for the house. I'm going to do the chapel, so at least it's, it like combines them, and I have like a physical version of the little thing here. That could be fun. And the forest there, I like it, but maybe I should add some here as well, because it's a bit empty, this space. Let's just get with it.
À peine à en étudier les effets potentiels. Les questions sont nombreuses, les certitudes plus rares, surtout sur ces zones qui regorgent de minerais. Dernière plongée de la mission.
Especially if they've gone from like refined food into like whole foods. They're like, oh, that made me sick. I'm cooked all the way. If you're all right with eating like a rare steak, try your liver rare. But I want you to cook it like you're flash even, right? Just a minute on each side, done. It should be rare in the center, and then a rare like that, you know, and it's still liver. It still tastes like liver, but it doesn't even taste as mineral. Close to done, but still the crunch offsets. And me and my son love liver, and so one liver that we're like, nope, can't do pig liver. I assume because humans are long pig, it would be the same, right? Alrighty, well, and if you want to binge my Q&As, there's a ton of people on that, so that's really helpful. So 30 minutes, it's like nice warm cup of chai. Of course.
That's the update. The dragon has been retouched. We added a little forest here. The mountains have a nice little texture. So I'm gonna stop for today, and will we go back to it tomorrow? I think we did quite a lot of progress today. It's 9 p.m. right now, so I think it's time to clock out, do something else, enjoy the evening. I'm currently working on this little other painting, but I mean, like, I didn't really start, but I'm excited to start it. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow.
Et la solitude des embarquements.
Alors, on va faire une route météo, c'est-à-dire en animation, de l'anesthésie.
Ou même par mail, il va nous construire.
D'apprendre à leur côté. So that's basically gonna be the vibe we're going for. I'm just gonna make the house a little whiter. I'll do the rest off camera. Just to like update you on what I did. Of course I did the little house in the middle. And I literally just remade the chapel, but like with different elements. and I tried to connect it to the ground as much as I could. I went over the house like 4 different times, trying to like find how I wanted it. I made it in like acrylic in the first place, and I think it was so ugly. Like the shininess and thing didn't match. It just looked very odd. And so I just repainted it on top with gouache to make it like matte, and it was so much better. And to give you like a little backstory of this painting, it's like it was supposed to be at the beginning a sort of map. I was supposed to do like a map of like a fantasy map of where I live right now. And I started with a little house in the middle, which would have been my house. But I don't know, it just didn't go well, so I just started like doing some random shit, and I started drawing this dragon at the bottom and doing random stuff all around, and until I just thought, you know what, let's just continue with the flow until I found something, you know, to make it into an actual painting. So there is not really any signification there. I don't believe like everything should have a signification. If this makes you think of something, if this resonates with you in a way, that the work is done, you know. I think it's better when the viewer interprets for themselves what something means, right? It's like tarot cards. Of course they have like a general meaning, but like you can find your own meaning through them, depending on your life, on your experiences and all that stuff. And I think that's what I like the most. Anyway, we are going to finish the next project, and then it's gonna be done for a while, hopefully. We are going to finally do this one. I know exactly what I want to do and what I want to fix. I just don't know how I'm gonna do it. The one thing I know how I'm gonna do is how I'm gonna do this door. First, because right now it's like, let's just remove it. It's this. It's basically like a piece of paper that I painted, and it just looks so horrible. And I don't know if you can see, the way I've done that, the way I've done the walls is that I glued like basically a piece of thick like paper, you know, like aquarelle, watercolor paper on top to make the walls. So because of this, it does this thing on the windows where you can see like it's something glued onto it and it's not connected properly. I want to try fix this, but I think if I'm not able to find a way to do it, I might just leave it like this, and I would just know that the next time I'm doing something like this, I'll do it differently. You know, the first thing can't be perfect, right? And ideally, what I wanted to do is cut a hole there. So basically there is like, I can glue maybe an actual bell into the bell tower. But that's a big maybe, okay? A lot of this is maybe. The only sure thing I'm gonna do is the door and do like a sort of stained glass effect for the window. And eventually I want to add like a pole or whatever it's called, you know, with like a cross or any like symbol that I like. It's already pretty good in my opinion. It just needs a little tweaking here and there. And it's already so much better without this ugly door. Anyway, I'm talking too much once again. So I did do a little research about this little chapel. And first, it's not from Germany, it's from Italy. But yeah, I can't find anything about it really. Like, I can't even find when it was built or whatever. I just know where it is. And it's actually on a hike trail, which is kind of really nice. It's something that's gonna go on my list because you know what? That would be fun if I actually get to do this hike one day. It looks really beautiful as well. For the door, I have an idea. I'm just gonna do this with a cardboard And I'm gonna cut some pieces of thick paper to add some element. You'll just see what I'm gonna do. I find this really high quality picture. I wish I found it before, but you can see the door is very simple. Like basically this is gonna be the cardboard and I'm gonna glue something on top to add some layer. Okay, let's not waste more time and I'm gonna start right away. I'm just freestyling it how I feel like this is going to be. I'm gonna try do like this wood effect, and the way I'm gonna do this, I think I'm just gonna like mark the cardboard like this. I don't know. Okay, with paint on top, maybe it's gonna look a little better. But you get the idea. So basically this is gonna go there. There's gonna be one here and one at the bottom. The door is done. I'm pretty happy with this. It's way better than the other one. I know there is no handle. For now, I'm just gonna leave it because I have no idea how I'm gonna make a handle. So I'm just gonna move on to the next thing, which is gonna be the stained glass. And I have a couple ideas. I'm gonna keep it very simple. This is what I came up with for the windows. That's better. So basically this is going to be like this. For the color, I think I really like it. It looks very vibrant there because it's on paper, but I'm going to reuse this thing. So I'm gonna do this, and for the frame, basically, I will do them in acrylic. I'm gonna try make it like thick, so it does like kind of like a little relief. I'm just gonna do basically this one and the back window like this, and for this one I'm just gonna put a frame transparent window. So basically like those, but without the colors.
Pas te perdre à une tendance à entrer en fusion. Là où tu disais, t'as quand même dû beaucoup driver ta sœur. Mais je me demande.
The windows are done. I think it looks pretty good. It's not very, like, you can't really tell. If you look carefully, you can tell that it looks like stained glass. Let's go to the next step. I'm gonna try do a hole so I can put a bell into there. It's gonna be quite hard to do. So I'm trying to film, but it's actually very hard. And if you actually can see it. I'm basically trying to cut a hole. It's very hard.
Pour apprendre l'astrologie, parce que qu'est-ce que c'est Saturne et tout, etc. Et ça permet pour moi d'une façon un petit peu ludique.
I'm thinking I'm gonna put this bell on. I just had a random bell here, and that's my bad. It's not an actual bell, but it would still be cute. And I don't know, I kind of like the idea that it's kind of gonna be a surprise that there's actually something ringing inside of it. So I'm gonna detach that and attach it to a wire, and then I'm gonna try fix it there. So it's gonna be attached like this, and I'm thinking I'm gonna remove this. I'm gonna thread it here and attach it with like a knot, and then I will put this back on. That's how I'm gonna do it. I couldn't remove this, it's glued too good, so I'm just gonna go through like this. It's kind of ugly, but we're gonna fix that after.
Ils appellent les penseurs, les plateaux, etc. Par contre, les astrologues...
I wanted to arrive to about here so we can see the bottom. It doesn't just block the entire window. I'm gonna do a knot and then I'm gonna put some glue to secure it. And this is officially, we'll say it's finished. I didn't do much, to be honest. I just did the door, the windows, and I did a sort of bell. But I really like that it actually rings and it's cute. Of course, ideally I would have redone the whole facade or like try and make this connects better and all that stuff. I didn't put a handle on the door as well, but you know what? I'm very happy right now with how the chapelle is. Maybe in the future I will be adding something on the roof, but not in the video. So if you want to see if there is any future update on this, you can follow me on Instagram because you're gonna be seeing this chapelle more often and maybe with some upgrade. I really like the bell. I think it's so cool and it's gonna go right there. Like this from far away, like you can't really tell that I actually did anything, but it's in the small details, you know. I finished it right on time for the summer solstice, which is great. So it's gonna be kind of like my little gift, even though that has nothing to do with summer, but you know what I mean. I gave myself a week to finish this, thinking like I'm never gonna finish that on time, but I actually finished right on time. I hope you liked the video, and I'm counting on doing more of those art vlog kind of videos because they are like easier to make and less stressing because I'm just filming what I'm doing anyway. I really enjoyed it, so that means there's gonna be more to come in the future, maybe in French this time. Let me know like where you're from so I know like should I just continue doing it in English or should I just go full French. Maybe I will do a bit of both, you know, we don't know yet. Although I've been posting for a long time, this is for me like a new like era on my channel because I've never posted a video where I'm talking in front of the camera and all that stuff, so it's kind of like restarting fresh in a way. So I will be testing some stuff out and we'll see. But I'm really counting on just posting things that I enjoy doing. So if you enjoy it too, that will be amazing. And I hope to see you very soon. Bye.